Hi guys, EBPMAN here with Aperture, and today we're going to do an unboxing of the Axon 7. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now there's a lot of excitement about the Axon 7, and the excitement is because of the price point. This is a $399 phone that has the specs and the capabilities of some more expensive handsets. There's a tremendous amount of value in the Axon 7. Let's open up the box, let's see what's inside, and let's see what all the buzz is about. Alright, so let's take a look at the phone. We'll go ahead and open up the box. This is the gold version, and you'll notice that not only is the phone gold, but you'll see this in the trim as well, indicating that you have the gold version. We'll move the phone out of the way. And notice a couple things we have here. We have a Qualcomm fast charger. This is a 3.0 version. You have some earbuds, USB 3.0 cable. We'll move this out of the way. Looks like an instruction guide. We'll go through that later. You have a SIM card remover. Put that there. You have also here a USB 3.0 conversion tip. So if this is the first USB 3.0 phone that you have, you'll probably have a lot of cables laying around that are the micro USB version. So what you could do is literally just plug in your micro USB into this cable, and now you have another USB 3.0 cable for use. Over here, as you remove it, you also have a case, which is really important to me because I know many of you, just like me, when you buy a new phone, one of the most important things to have before you leave the store or as you get it is to get a case. The fact that ZTE is providing so many accessories, a tip converter, a gel case, also Qualcomm 3.0 type chargers, and the headset really accessorizes your phone so you can immediately take advantage of it. I frankly always will have a case on my phone before I start using it. So this gives me the confidence to start using the phone as soon as I get it. Now let's take a look at the package that we saw as we were doing the unboxing. As you look here, you'll notice that there's this little symbol of instructions, but you notice there's something else. So let's go ahead and open this up so we can see what's included. You do get a little thank you message from ZTE. You are introduced to something called the Passport 2.0. And Passport 2.0 is a 2-year warranty. This 2-year warranty supports advanced exchanges, premium protection, free shipping, as well as several other services. And to me, this sets a new standard for what should be expected when you have a high-end device, a smartphone. So great move for ZTE. You also get included the quick start guide, and to my surprise, you also get a screen protector. Keep in mind that we also saw that the package includes not just your phone, but it includes a TPU case, a headphone. It also includes the charging cables and a Qualcomm 3.0 charger, and now it also has a screen protector. While this is a film-based screen protector, not a glass one, this still makes the package even more complete because you can use your phone with confidence and not have to worry about accessories coming in to protect your screen or the phone. Now let's talk about the construction of the phone just for a second. The phone is made out of a unibody aluminum material, which makes it feel like a very premium phone. Very sturdy construction, and you don't really find any seams anywhere. Very elegant, as you can see there, and again, I expect that this is going to be a very, very durable phone. Now, one of the things that sets apart the ZTE Axon 7 is its price point. This is a unlocked $399 phone that will work on virtually any of the carriers that are available in the US. It also is a dual SIM card phone. So let me open up the side right here so you can see what I mean by that. As I remove this tray, you'll notice that it has an area that could support 2 SIM cards. So you can have 2 carriers if you're traveling outside of the US, or even in the US if you have 2 phone numbers. What you can do is have these 2 cards with two different carriers or SIM cards. Now the phone does come with 64 gigs of memory. One of these SIM cards could support 256 gigs of memory. So you could take the 64 that you have on board, add another 256, and you have a massive amount of storage. Now keep in mind that if you do use that 256 slot, you will give up one of your SIM cards. But for many of us, that's okay. Now from a processor perspective, the Axon 7 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 quad-core processor. 2 cores running at 2.15 gigahertz and 2 running at 1.6, really offering the best processor available on the market today. Also, the phone has 4 gigabytes of RAM available for multitasking and gaming, really making this a beast of a phone. Now from a screen perspective, you're looking at a 5.5-inch display and it's quad HD, and this is an AMOLED display with a resolution of 2560 by 1440. Now this screen is also going to support Google's new Daydream technology, which is like the VR solution that you're starting to see in the market today, and it has a pixel density of 538 pixels. Now from a battery perspective, you're looking at a 3,250 milliamp hour battery, which is very in line with what you're seeing in the market. This would compete really nicely with the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Now before we start up the phone, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features. First thing that you'll notice immediately is that you have two front-facing speakers. You do have an 8 megapixel camera in the front. You have a 20 megapixel camera on the back. This is a fingerprint sensor right there, so this will work for Android Pay, for example, and you'll be able to access the phone using it. You do have your volume rocker here and your power button all on the same side, so that is all on this side, which is something that you can, if you haven't used a phone that has all the controls on one side, like your power and your volume rocker, it doesn't take long to find them because they're nicely placed. At the very top you have your headphone jack. At the very bottom you have your USB-C connector. That's pretty much all to it. So let's go ahead and power up the Axon 7, pressing the power button. And here you see the ZTE logo and Android. And by the way, this is running Android 6.1, so it's running the most current version of Android. And while it does have a skin on it, ZTE's proprietary skin, it's not very heavy when it comes to the customization. And they do have a theme that leans the experience more to a traditional pure Android as well. So what we're going to do is let it go through the startup process, since this is the first time we turned on the phone, and I'll show you what the setup experience is like. Now once you see the ZTE logo, you do see an Axon logo, and it immediately takes you into your setup process for Android. So we're going to go ahead and hit next. And this is going to be pretty standard, so it's going to be looking to see if you have any SIM cards. I don't have any SIM cards in this phone at this time, but we'll see that a little bit later. So I'm just going to continue through the setup process. So I'm going to say skip. Here it's going to look for me to set up the Wi-Fi, so I'll go ahead and do that so that we can enable Google. Now once you've made your internet connection, it's going to check and see if there is any update required, and it's also going to look and see if I have had any previous versions of ZTE devices that I'd like to use to copy information from. I'm just going to say no thanks, and we're going to continue this as if it were a new phone. So we'll hit next. It'll continue to check information. Now it's looking for me to establish my Google credentials. Let me go ahead and do that. Now once you've entered your Google account, you have terms and conditions that you have to agree to for Google for accuracy. We'll go ahead and accept those and hit next. Now during the setup process, you also have the ability to set up your fingerprint. We'll leave that for some of the tips and tricks that we'll be going through on the Axon 7. And once you've completed that last step, that's all it's to it. Now what you see is the Axon 7 launch screen. It's going to give you kind of a quick tutorial on some of the things that are available, but one of the things I wanted to highlight straight off the bat is how nice, crisp, and clear the screen looks. So this is our setup. You see very little information on the screen, very little bloatware. Really as close to a standard Google experience as you would expect. Of course, there is a ZTE theme here, but we can also change that a little bit later. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what type of software is included with the Axon 7. And what I want to highlight to you is how little bloatware is included with the phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap this button right here. I just want to show you the apps that are there. So you have some really basic standard apps that come with really any build of Android software. You do have some exceptions here, and I'll just highlight some of the ones that I think that you would see as extra. So you do have Dropbox, which is additional, that doesn't come standard, and then you do have a tools area and some voice functions that I saw also, and then ZTE rewards. So as close to being a pure experience as possible, really giving you the ability to maximize the use of your phone without having any additional bloatware. Now the other thing that is also really important to me when looking at a phone is you always see the advertised memory and you hear 64 gig and you're like, wow, that's a lot of space. But how much of the space that is used by the operating system and additional software that may be included really eat up that capacity that you have. So if we take a closer look here, you'll notice how very light that is. So we're looking at, of the 64 gig, 14.8 gig is used to satisfy the system and the apps that come included with the phone. So this concludes our initial unboxing and setup of the Axon 7. If you have any comments or questions, leave it on the YouTube channel, and stay tuned for a series of tips and tricks and everything you need to know about using your Axon 7. Thanks for watching.